We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready? Let's go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Check, Bobcat. 60 Maverick.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go!
And some room to roam now. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Giants at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Maher is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball up.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Jones now throwing on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Hey, smash Broncos! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Washington going to send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball down.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got him in. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Back to throw here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check contact! Check contact!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Seven Pirates!
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Jones to throw on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Washington going to send out their punter
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Drop 50, drop 50.
He'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Come on, 79 Broncos.
They're going to try and throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down.
Move it, 19.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Go, check. Go, Reed, go.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, good move. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That ball caught by Slayton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Deontay Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
18. 77 look.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll try and throw for him. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Hardy's got it on the out route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing, Jones. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now Jones. Touchdown! Deontay Hardy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
They'll look to throw, and now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Jones throwing on fourth down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty.
And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Complete, it's Dotson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pat the 60.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
19 tight. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He's going deep for Brown.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty marker on the field, and it's in the backfield. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Rig. 60 Bobcat. Say, hey.
Back to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check that, street. Panther street.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Seven Pirates.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hawkins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get it out.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
The 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Giants, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers.